Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their execution.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Kevin Durant, the reigning league MVP, and his coach can't say enough about him. Scott Brooks said, whatever you say nice, you can print it out, and I'll just say I said it, because it's true. He's as coachable as any player I've ever been around in this league, as a player and as a coach. Guys, Durant is simply a coach's dream.
He sets the tone with his work ethic and dedication to his teammates, Doris. Thanks.
Well, they're not afraid to just let it fly from here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the three-point shot.
And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they liked it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's a collaborative style, and really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. Engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers. And he's got some great team leaders too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Smith with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. That's now 8 points for J.R. Smith.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that three-point line.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Wide open look. And again, it's Cleveland.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And that's a foul called on Kyle Singler. That's his first foul. Out of the look now for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Moscow. LeBron comes in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
They get it again. Here's McGarry. And yes, sir, that one drops. McGarry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the boards.
Snatched up. Kicks it out to James. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. James has got 11 points.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing him. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age. Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. And while it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for McGarry. Cantor comes in for Perry Jones. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Singler. Here's Waiters. A three-pointer is right on target. Waiters got his first 3 points of the game.
And Irving still wanted to write down goals. He used to write them in a notebook. He still keeps. Now he'll write them down in his phone. All part of setting his sights high and dreaming big.
outside Westbrook. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Yeah, and he had to get that shot off quickly because...
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Well, Westbrook has been great. 12 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Anthony Morrow out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Adams in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Westbrook. And that one is hammered home. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Here's Adams. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Adams has got his first points in this one. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. And he uses the glass on the layup. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team. Steven Adams, he was taken 12th overall by the Thunder in the 2013 draft. You know, viewed as more of a project, but what an impressive start in his rookie season. I think he's the future in terms of the center position for Oklahoma City.
And then Waiters with the jam.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here's LeBron outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
Waiters passes to Morrow. Kanter dishes to Adams. Second shot opportunity. They get it again. Over Love. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Ramon Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Singler, comes in for Anthony Morrow. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Waiters. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. McGarry's checked in for Adams.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly. The Thunder were the second-best road team in the NBA last year. Normally, a jump shooting team might have trouble on the road, but they are just that good.
When you can shoot like this Thunder team can, You could play outdoors, Steve, and still find a way to win it, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, playing on the road or on the moon, it wouldn't faze them regardless. Their 25 road wins is a testament to just how unflappable this club is.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot in that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
No one near James as he lets it go.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Collison with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. The three. The offensive rebound. Here's McGarry. LeBron with some nice D.
Yeah, excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
For the Thunder, Perry Jones, who's checked in for Collison. Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Shot clock is off. Should be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have in mind here.
You cannot afford to make mistakes like that here in a tight game.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 16. Up in time. And it's wow, he nailed it. The Cavaliers trail by 3. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Amon Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Corner shot, and good, he nails it. And the Thunder lead by 3.
What a great battle these teams are waging today.
Yeah, you get the feeling, Steve, the game could swing on just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
Pushing it up. Waiters trying to break free. And the basket by Morrow. Morrow's got the lead up to 5 now for Oklahoma City. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, it sure does, Clark. And look at the assist totals. They're piling up. I mean, this has been a nice game execution-wise for this club.
Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, but really a nice pace to their offense. That's a big basket there, and you can expect them to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
And the Thunder pushing it up now. trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent.